I've been struggling with this, my past for over 12, 13 years. Something has happened. And I have never, tried to prove to anybody or say anything to everybody. But now everybody have the whole concept to say. And everybody have everything else to say. 2 days ago, day before yesterday, as I can recall, I was contacted by a gentleman that from the Gleaner. The man called me and the man said, Mr. Hunt, first and foremost, I have the text that he called me, but he called me and asked me for somebody else's name. And I said, I am not that person, because he asked for the mother of a lady, of somebody. And when he asked, and I want you all to listen and to understand, I know I'm not going to spread it, and for all my fans, them do believing in me, and all of them who have doubt now, but listening to me, I did not. And if anybody going to come on here, try to kiss teeth or try to do something, go on a yard, because I'm in for it with nobody this evening, all right? Because uno can judge all and one judge, for the day going to come when uno will be judged. You understand what I'm saying? Me know my hands are clean and my heart is good, so me not have to worry about nobody. I contact me, and the man said to me that, Mr. Handsome, man, first when, as I said before, he called to ask for somebody else, and I told him I don't know that person. When I said I don't know that person, I never get a call from him until 2 days later, and he texted me and said to me, he had never returned my text since today, but he called me 3-4 times just to interview me. I say to the man, say, right about now, I'm not that person. He called back and he said, I remember you, man, you're a girl. And I said, yes. The man said, I work with the Gleaner and I wanted to interview you on your career. Listen to me good. If everybody listen to me good, look there. He said he wanted to interview me on my career of what's going on during the pandemic. And he's seen that I'm taking care of my sister. And, I find it genuinely, just nice, to interview. And at the same time, he said to me, and I wanted to touch base of what such person is saying about me online. I said, sir, this thing happened to me, or come to my past since almost 13 years now. I don't want it to talk about it. This is behind me. He said, still, we're going to do the interview. We're going to talk about it a little bit. But I said, sir, I don't want to talk to you about certain things because I don't want persons to put the wrong information out there on. I wonder if anybody understand what I'm saying. I just to find out that that's how the newspaper or those persons want to sell story. So we begin the conversation. He asked me about my family. I talked to him about, my family, and he asked me about my siblings. He asked me, so I told him about my daughter, my 30-year-old daughter, and my 30-year-old daughter come, and he said, wow, that sounds interesting. One of the most interesting story that he find was fascinating was the story about my sister. And I said, I went and I picked up my sister off the street. She was staying with my brother, and sometimes she would sleep on the street. And I talking about that, and he was interested about that. So we talk about story that he would have find fit to put in the paper. Read back the paper. I want to read back the story and see if that man mentioned anything about my sister, anything about my career. He said, what are you doing through the pandemic now? I want to see when me talk about when me do my morning devotion. Nobody no jump on the live, so but all I want to come on the live. But me say, you say, God, let me tell you something, man. You say God is a jealous God. And you say what God has for you is for you. And you say when I feel time, you say when they turn round on you, you are going to get it double. Thank you, Jackie, if you put up that. Thank you so much. You are going to get it double. You manipulate me. You use me for your benefit, for sell a paper. For what? For humiliate. It's not like, and then people going to say, oh, out of his own word. Listen to the words that I said to the man. I said to the man, I went to my sister and I picked my sister up off of the street. Him said, what are you doing with your career now? I said, we're about to do a play called The Watchman. The man said, yo, that's a good story. I will mention it. Did you hear any of The Watchman mentioned in the article? Did you hear my sister mentioned in the article? Did you hear my 30-year-old daughter, what I said, move in, come live with me? Did you hear that mentioned in the paper? And then you're going to say, from my words, that are not my words. That are not Lassell words. And all of you guys who sit in one side and say, hear him, you look there now, him guilty. Yes, this is what he said. So me answer a question. Where is the words that I said to this man? I'm 51-year-old. Do I look like a fool if I go sit down somewhere and do an interview and talk to a person and tell him, say, yes, I did that. Yes, I did this. I never tell the man that I never get arrested. I never tell the man that, listen me, yes, there was an allegation against me, but I moved for that because I did not guilty. He never put that in the paper. So even if you set me up, and even if all I wanna go, one thing me can tell you, me gonna still remain the person I am, and me not gonna make nobody manipulate me. There's a God Almighty above that him looking down, and guess what? They say if me do something wrong, then him gonna judge me for what I'm doing wrong. Then all of a sudden somebody go type in and say them beat me at St. Thomas last week when me not to I know go know me and my camera them up on my yard, and they can tell you when we go for women go. So people always gonna jump through and say something, and then the people them who on the live or who listening and reading this article jump to the conclusion and said, okay, yes, him do it. Yeah, man. You are going to hold what you hold in your heart against me for the rest of your life, and you're going dead with me in there. Meanwhile, me I look solitude. Me I say, God, you know my heart, and you know me never do nothing wrong, and me I live again and live above. You know who me call? There are certain persons that me live. God now sleep. Oh, God for sleep. You think God never sleep yet? And all I want to evil and whosoever take it up, continue. But one thing we can say, I know what I have to do now, because anybody who come up on me, if you attack me, they lose my sanity, because anybody come across me and my family, I dead before this honor. You think someone make anybody bring me down over stupidity? Wanna see how Jamaica is, wanna see how Jamaica run, wanna see how people run, every little thing that people said, wanna jump for accuse, jump for say certain things, and no. Read the fine print. When I asked the gentleman, did you read the story? You know, he said to me, yes, I read the story, but when I see it, it was impossible for you to, because it don't add up. It don't add up. So if you are telling, sir, let me tell you something, me not plead nothing for you, you know. Me not say nothing bad about you, but you see what goes around will comes around, and if that you do for put money in your pocket, then trust me, your journalist skill not going to last for long, because God is going to get. Me say people, so when we start to talk to the man and me tell the man about my sister, even when I call it the chief editor at the newspaper, and I say, sir, why would, you know what he said to me? He said, the man should have informed me that, sir, what am I talking about? And if I touch a topic on what persons will say about you on social media, and we feel like put it out, that's what we're going to put out. So all along, what I was talking about my sister and all my sister, so what about the goodness what I do? You don't see the fitness of me taking up a girl where the government himself don't have no rule upon my sister for say me put her in a government facility. I take her in my house, so that wasn't a good story. So you blindside that. And you use something you make up in your own, because none of them word enough in my word. I know my word, and me know the words what me say to him. Me know the words what me say to him. Yes, he asked me, and I say to him, say, sir, if you get incarcerated for certain things in America, how much year would you get for that? And I tell him, he asked me, say, oh, and I told him, because at the end of the day, we have to stay somewhere to make sure no say you can. I want him to, no man. But someone don't understand. What the first thing I do, I have persons that in my corner around my circle that I would have called. When I call Flawless and I say to her, a man is going to interview me on my career and what am I doing. So me comfortable of telling, if he was going to say, what am I talking to you about is based upon that, person me would never done that. And if I set up and I try to set me up, I'm still here. I wanted to find out and ask the public this question. If a person commit a crime for something, and even if he didn't do the crime and he's guilty of the crime, and the person already faces time and come back up, first and foremost, no police now look for me in Jamaica. I have not done anything wrong. And if anybody trying to put something on me now, me know someone try set me up. So guess what? Over 13 years now, you cannot make me move. You cannot put me down, man. Guess what? Me stronger than stronger. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, me and my family them right here when they look and say, Uncle Lascelles, come here, look at this. I kill no one, people kill me. Kill no one, people kill me. Let me tell you something, man. I say, God is a wonderful God. And he's a merciful God. And not for me pray for you, man. Me pray for you. You see, through my conscience set me free. and me can move on, me can live, and me can sleep. When me ready, me put down my head on my pillow, and me say, God, now you lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. You know what me do? Me sleep. And me wake up back in the morning and me jump on my devotion. A long time in life, not go 2000. A long time in life, not go 2000. Why? Because you not hear not want to know it is out there. You read it for yourself. I didn't say it. Most of, I'm not going to lie to you, say I don't talk to the fellow, but most of that word that he put in there don't come from my mouth. Don't come from my mouth. But me, if anyone, if the newspaper, if that star put out that writing in the paper and make anybody harm me, me don't tell my family what to do. Me don't tell them what to do. And sir, be careful, man. We are human beings. Be careful. Be careful, man. Be careful. God. How much persons I want everybody on my life to put up a yes, that if you know of persons that right now in jail, in Jamaica, in jail around the world, that have been there for something that they have never committed. And even though they get convicted for it, it wasn't them. I didn't get convicted for rape. Me never say it out for my life. Me never get convicted for rape. Me never get convicted for murder. Me never get convicted for most of the stuff that you put. It's right there. Look on it for yourself. Look on it for yourself. And when I'm getting called and person say, why would you do that? Why would I do what? The man manipulate me. The man make it look like everything. And at the end of the day, you know what he said? The chief editor said, yes. The man who interview you might send everything to the editor. He was saying, because he's not the person who interviewed me, not the one who edit the paper. He sent everything to the editor. So now it's the editor, it is the editor's decision. And there's no doubt in my mind that he put in the Christine story. He put in my career, or my career is doing after the COVID. What am I doing now? Don't doubt in my mind he put it in. But what he said is up to the editor to choose what the reader read. Wanna get me, man? Can't get me again. That is not my word. And I'm going to stay on that foundation. Not every word in it is mine, but it's all good. It's all good. And a few people who was loyal friend when wanted to go, I can't blame them, no. Because no one never hear the story. Nobody never hear what I have to say. But no, tonight, I'm telling you guys, you cannot say that you call me with all nice and all decent. Oh, Mr. Handsome, yeah, man, I like what you're doing. I see what you're doing. But, you know, it still remain the fact that, you know, somebody trying to bring your career down. And, you know, so what are you going to say about that person? Listen to me. It's not today that person tried to come against me. You know what I'm saying? He having his right and he talk about me. And at the end of the day, I don't answer him. And then he said that people send it to him, but he don't get the full story. I said that past me, that behind me. What am I doing now? Ask the question, what am I doing now? Me no longer no slave to uno. None of uno who call me mouth, call me name, don't put food on my table. None of uno no, who call me name. None of uno who put me down. Uno not paying me bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing the best that I can. As a father, as a grandfather, as a uncle, as a brother. I'm doing the best that I can. But at the end of the day, why me so special? No, why me so special? Nobody else has never committed any crime in the world. Nobody has ever done anything. Forget about the public figure. Nobody else. But why me? I'm a soft shoulder that everybody can lean on and feel say, oh, no, can't choke. No. No. Me and my family stand behind me. Me and my real soldier them stand behind me. The youth, that person, blood is going to, if anything happened to me, my blood is going to be on every one of your shoulders. You know what? I'm good because I've done all I can. And I'd say, God, I lift my hands to you. You know best. I'm good. I'm good. You see, the only person that I'm angry with now is that reporter. I really do. People, I send them out 5 messages. To show you how he's disrespectful. To show you how he is ruthless. I send him 5 messages after the article come out. Sorry, please call me. Let's talk. And he has never returned one of my calls. Why are you hiding? If you were so insist of doing an article on me for the good that I'm doing, when I mentioned to him, a matter of fact, I gave him, I said to him, say, I'm going to make you talk to one of my advisors. And I gave him, I gave Flawless his number. Flawless called him. And when Flawless called him, he said to me, said to her, I say, I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I call? I mean, I call people, certain people name wouldn't mention out of my mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Just to show you that you have. And if anybody know me, if anybody know me, I'm a loving person. Not today, long time. And that's why God keep me this way. And that's why God keep me this long. And if I could die tomorrow morning, I only can say, God, I've done it. I've tried my best. I've tried to make people happy. I've tried to make people happy with laughter. I tried to make people happy with food. You know what? Prayers conquer it, all things. So I'm not dressing nobody else. I'm dressing the fellow because he watched my life. And he said, oh man, I like how you're taking care of your sister. So you putting that in the paper, you want somebody to kill me. Because that is slandering, that is misinformation. A lot of persons didn't know are here, but it's not for me to come up and say, okay, you know, this happened. And no, come on, people. Come on. Come on. I am standing on holy ground. And it's not going to make me stop doing my morning devotion. It's not going to make me stop advertising the play. It's not going to make me not wanting to do the play that's coming up. Man, come on, man. You don't have to go fool me up. And anybody, not because you hear me talk about Jesus and me sing and me pray, anybody ever come towards me, a problem. You don't know my story, but you don't jump. But you don't jump. Now I'm going after the start. And as I said before, when I talked to the chief editor, and the man said the man should have informed me. He should have informed me. And today me I go through this. I go through the whole time. I back. You want to stop me from heat. You want to stop me from work. Good God Almighty. So I have to make it clear to everyone. Now listen to me. I'm not going to jump. I'm not a retarded person to jump and say, okay, you want to interview me? Yeah, this is what happened. I went down there and yes, I do. No, come on. That's not what happened. So don't put words in my mouth. But if you fix it, are you telling your own story? Or you're telling your kid's story? Or you're telling your family story? Because I tell you, so what goes around? What goes around? I know a lot of you got my back. Swear to God, I know a lot of you. Guys, it's only if some of you guys to just walk a day in my shoes. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. And we all make mistakes and we all do things. And if God should come in our home right now and open up our closet, I mean, I'm talking about the physical closet. We are talking about the closet that we have some hidden agenda in, and he open up. A lot of us would have get exposed a long time. But because his grace and his mercy, want to notice me never hide anything. It's right there in black and white. People can read it for themselves. Why would I jump to say something about me? When it was all based upon my sister and my career and my family. And what am I doing now? That's what the whole story is about. So if you read it, if you read the story, someone will, a matter of fact, we're not done put one rope around the neck already. But it's all good. But who's going to hang you? Someone will done write me off already. Someone will done put a rope around my neck already. I'm done from last year. From last year, when I do it. So someone will pretend to like me. Someone will pretend to be around. Will only come because I want to hear. I say I do my morning devotion, and I bet tomorrow morning when I'm doing my devotion, me not even get 500 people. Because I don't want to hear nothing about God, but I don't want to hear about this. There's nothing to hear about, because guess what? I think God putting people to shame. If sweetheart, somebody say pray, Lascelle, pray. I know to pray. I know to pray. But when he come and knock on your door, remember. And you're going to say, boy, I never know say this a thing. Me never know say somebody could accuse me. I mean, no, me not do it. And try to get your enough lawyer if you have your enough money. There's a God, man. Someone who don't deserve to watch nothing what I do. And someone who close. Oh dear, every time I turn around, God is blessing me. Every time I turn around. So my blessing is a curse to you. So let me ask you a question. Why you don't go find everybody else who do wrong and highlight them? Put them out there, man. Since it's that important to you. Since it's that important to you, find everybody who in the world who has done anything wrong. Put them out, man. I say, God help us. And God help our children. You know, the other day I get a text. And the text was, and if the person disrespect me, call me out of my character, patty boy and all of this. And on his profile picture, it was his young son. It was his young son. You know what I did? I screenshot it. I just go up on his profile, boom, screenshot it, and I sent back that. And under the text I wrote, would you like someone to accuse your son of something that he didn't do? How would you feel? He deleted the message immediately. I don't argue with him. Me just take a screenshot of his son and show it back to him. We have children, we have brother, and we have sister, and enough of us on this page. You know, enough of people. I have people can talk to. And Flawless call me and talk to me. Miss Darling call me and talk to me. Even a while ago, I get a call from Zaz and talk to me. Phil Wright call and talk to me. Prince call and he talk to me. Everton talk and he call and he talk to me. I've been around them family more than once. But you know the song say, I love the Lord. I love the Lord. Because his mercy never fail. In all my days, people. I have a story to tell. I have a story to tell. This is not my final story. I have a story to tell. I have it. One of my favorite characters was Girlie. But you know what I do? I said, you know what? It comes a time that you got to put things to the side. It is there. Everybody know who I am and what I do and who Girlie is. But there's a time that you got to put certain things to the side. I have a story to tell. But I won't tell my story to no newspaper, nobody better call me for interview. Not one person in this world ever called me. I could have BBC, I could have TDD or BBN. Nobody. Because I don't. How can you use Something so. How can you use my sister to say that I'm doing a good job with her, but you didn't mention her in the paper? How can you ask me about what am I doing with my career? No, but you never mentioned that in the paper. How can you ask me about the bounce back from all the adversary and all the things that come into me on social media before, but that never mentioned in the paper? And that was the essence of the interview. Now me get a van. Somebody bought it for me. Me get stuff that somebody bought for me. How can you take away my blessing? You can't take it away, man. Tomorrow morning, as I said before, Monday morning, Tuesday morning, any kind of morning, I'm walking out on the street with my head held high. In my community with my head held high. But as I said before, anybody approach me and say anything out of the ordinary to me and act like they wanted to come, no, man. Me willing to stand up, and guess what? The proof is right here. The proof is right there. I am defending myself to the fullest. I'm defending my grandson. I'm defending my daughter. I'm defending my sister. I'm defending me. And you put that in the paper. And when you put that in the paper, tell them, say, I don't know at the cause. One of the cause. Anything happened to me in the state. Go look. Go look in the state and look if you see they're bringing up anybody pass in the state. They don't. Person do their time, a person do what they do, and they move away from that. But we are Jamaican judge, jury. We are executioner. Come for me, man. Come things I'm ever lay down and make anyone take advantage of me. No police and nobody can stop me. And when me done, me show them everything. Can't. I haven't done anything wrong. From then until now, I haven't done anything wrong. But remember, what goes around comes right back around. Good night, everybody. God bless you. And you can share this video. Thank you.